Hello students. Welcome back to HaHu Tube, your learning channel for exam preparation and educational quizzes. In today's video, we will practice Grade 8 Social Science Model Exam 2018, questions 1 to 20. Try to answer each question before the correct answer appears. Pause the video if you need more time and test your knowledge like a real exam. Let's begin.
Question number 1. Which one of the following is not true about the solar system? A. Our solar system is made up of stars. B. Earth is the center of our solar system. C. Dwarf planets includes Ceres 2003 and UB 313. D. The sun is a star just like many of stars that you can see in the night sky. The answer is Earth is the center of our solar system. The solar system is heliocentric, meaning the sun is at the center. Earth and other planets orbit the sun. Question number 2. Which one of the following is not true about the planets? A. The word planets comes from Greek word planetai. B. There are 8 planets in our solar system. C. All planets are found in solids. D. Orbit is elliptical in shape. The correct answer for this question is all planets are found in solids. Because not all planets are solid. The outer planets like Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are primarily composed of gases and are known as gas giants. Question number 3. Which one of the following is a coolest and solid part of the Earth? A. Hydrosphere. B. Atmosphere. C. Lithosphere. Or D. Biosphere. Did you say lithosphere? That's right, because the lithosphere is the rigid outermost shell of Earth. It includes the crust and the upper portion of the mantle. Good. Question number 4. Which one of the following is the second most abundant gas in the atmosphere? A. Carbon dioxide. B. Argon. C. Oxygen. D. Methane. If you say oxygen, that's right, because nitrogen is the most abundant gas, which is about 78%. Oxygen is the second most abundant, making up about 21% of the atmosphere. Question number 5. One of the following is the outermost and thinnest layer of the Earth. A. Core. B. Basalt. C. Mantle. Or D. Crust. If you say crust, that's right, because the crust is the outermost solid shell of the Earth. It is significantly thinner than the mantle and core layers. Let's go. Question number 6. All of the following are direct source of information about the internal part of the Earth except A. Volcanic eruption. B. Earthquake wave. C. Deep ocean. Or D. Mining. If you say earthquake wave, that's right, because seismic or earthquake waves provide indirect information by how they travel through different materials. Volcanic material, deep ocean samples, and mining provide direct physical evidence of Earth's interior. Question number 7. Which one of the following is true about the crust? A. Crust is divided into continental and oceanic crust. B. The thickness of continental crust is 30 to 70 km, but oceanic is 15 km to 25 km. C. Crust is made up soft and strong rock. D. Major constituent elements of crust are tear, silicon, and aluminum, which often termed as sigma. The answer is crust is divided into continental and oceanic crust. Earth's crust is categorized into two main types, continental and oceanic. Continental crust is thicker and less dense, while oceanic crust is thinner and denser. Question number 8. Among the following rock types, which one is used for energy sources and writing materials? A. Igneous rock. B. Metamorphic rock. C. Extrusive rock. D. Sedimentary rock. Did you say sedimentary rock? That's right, because coal used for energy is sedimentary rock. Materials like limestone or charcoal used for writing are also sedimentary. Question number 9. Which theory believes that human beings and other living things are a result of gradual or natural process of changes? A. Creationist. B. Evolution. C. Archaeology. Or D. Revolution. The answer is evolution, because the theory of evolution states that life forms change and adapt over very long periods. It relies on natural processes rather than sudden creation.
Quick challenge for you. Pause the video and try to answer the next question before the answer appears. Learning by practicing questions is one of the best ways to prepare for exams.
Question number 10. The evolution or scientific theory explained by English scientist called A. Martins, B. De Nippi, C. Charles Darwin, or D. Da Vinci. Did you say Da Vinci? No, that's not the answer. The answer is Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin is the scientist famous for the theory of evolution by natural selection. His work laid the foundation for modern evolutionary biology. Good. Let's go to question number 11. Who were the earliest or first human species that was appeared in Africa around 6 million years? A. Australopithecines or southern ape. B. Fossil. C. Homo erectus. D. Australopithecines ramadis. The answer is Australopithecines ramadis. Ardipithecus ramadis, which is referenced as ramadis, is one of the earliest known ancestors in the human lineage. They appeared in Africa approximately 4.4 to 6 million years ago. Question number 12. The fossil remains of Australopithecus or Lucy were found in A. Dredawa, B. Omo Valley, C. Malka Kunture, D. Afar. If you say Afar, that's right. The fossil known as Lucy or Dinkinesh in Amharic was discovered in the Hadar region. Hadar is located in the Afar depression of Ethiopia. Question number 13. Which of the following is not a factor that contributes rapid population growth in the world? A. Human ability to control disease. B. Increase of illiteracy. C. Improved vaccinations. Or D. Improvement of knowledge. The answer for this question is increase of literacy. Controlling disease, vaccinations, and knowledge improve survival and lead to growth, while high illiteracy is often correlated with high birth rate in developing regions. It's not a developmental factor that contributes to growth in the context of scientific or medical progress. Great. Question number 14. Which one of the following countries follows pro-natalist population policy? A. Sweden. B. India. C. Ethiopia. D. China. The answer is Sweden. Pro-natalist policies encourage people to have more children. Sweden uses such policies to address its low birth rate and aging population. Question number 15. Which one of the following is not true about the components of population dynamics or determinants? A. High quality of life. B. Fertility rate. C. Mortality rate. Or D. Migration rate. The answer is high quality of life. The three main determinants of population changes are fertility, mortality, and migration. Quality of life is a condition of a population, not a basic demographic component of its size change. Question number 16. The total number of human inhabitants in specified areas are known as A. Dependency rate. B. Archaeological site. C. Immigration. D. Human population. If you say human population, that's right, because human population refers to the total count of people living in a specific geographical area. Question number 17. Which one of the following factors do not affect fertility distribution? A. High access to contraceptives. B. Backwardness and poverty. C. Low status of women. Or D. Need of children for labor and symbol of virality. The answer is high access to contraceptives. While all listed factors impact fertility, high access to contraceptives is the factor that decreases fertility. The other factors in B, C, and D are typically associated with increasing fertility levels. Question number 18. The population pyramid of the developing countries like Ethiopia shows A. High working age. B. High elder age. C. High dependency age. Or D. High old age. The answer is high dependency age, because developing countries often have high birth rates, resulting in a large young population. This creates a high dependency age ratio, where many children depend on a smaller working age group. Question number 19. Which one of the following is the main belt of high population density and concentration in the world? A. Hot wetland. B. Population cluster. C. Sparsely populated. D. Tundra. The answer is population cluster. Regions with extremely high concentrations of people are known as population clusters. Question number 20. Which one of the following is the method and measure used to prevent road users from being injured? A. road transport, B. road traffic safety, C. public transport, or D. aeroplanes? The answer is road traffic safety. Road traffic safety involves the rules and infrastructure designed to prevent accidents and injuries.
Great work, students. How many questions did you answer correctly out of 20? Write your score in the comments. Example, I scored 15 to 20. If you want the full PDF of this exam, visit our Telegram channel, HaHu Tube, and download it for free. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications. See you in the next video with questions 21 to 40.